So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make this cool little loading screen here, and it's basically just an animation. I'm not going to show how to make the full loading screen. This is just the cool little animation here. This is for you to be able to integrate it into your own loading screen and be able to use it in your own projects. But without further ado, let's get right into the tutorial here. So first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna disable this script, and I'm gonna put another local script in here. Call this one tutorial. And first, another thing here, you're gonna need so you're gonna place a frame inside of wherever you're gonna be putting this, and you're going to be using this dot image here. So this dot image, I'll probably link it in the description with the script and the model for this. Basically, each one of these dots is the same, just with a different color, and you're going to want to set the scale type to slice, the slice center to 100 by 4 here, and then you're going to set the slice scale to 0.12. This will be changed later when we script all this together. So, and the loading label is just a label. It's a text label that's just loading in it. I'll go ahead and put that in the script within this video, but you're gonna want to have this here, and the positions of all these. This one is at 0, 0. These are 24 by 24. The main box is 68 by 68. So the first one is at 0, 0. Dot 2 is at 1, negative 24. 1, negative 24, 1, negative 24, and 0, 0, 1, negative 24. So they're just placed at the corners of each, or in the box. So for the code, we're going to start by getting the tween service. So we're going to go local tween service is equal to game:get service tween service, and we're going to go ahead and get the background. So local background equal to script.parent, since the script is inside the main box, not actually inside the dots. Yeah, and then we're going to go local dots is equal to background dot dots, and then local label is equal to background dot label. We're going to go ahead and create a function. So I'm going to do local loading dots effect, I guess, is equal to a function, and no parameters, and we're going to go ahead and spawn loading dot effect. Alright, so this is where we start getting into the animation part. So we're going to set up the core settings. So we're going to go local s is equal to an array, and we'll do s.loops is equal to 0, s.length is equal to 0.26, s.delay is equal to 0.012, s.reverse is equal to true, s.rotation is equal to 90, s.slice scale is equal to 0.01, s.size is equal to udem2.fromOffset 54, 54, s.style is equal to enum.easingstyle.linear, and then direction is equal to enum dot using direction dot out. And so those are the settings that we will be, these are the values we'll be using later on in the code. And we're going to use the majority of them in this next line here. We're going to set up the tween info. So we're going to do local tween info is equal to tween info dot new, and we're going to do s dot length, which is the length of the animation, s dot style, which is the easing style, and then s dot direction, which is the easing direction, and we'll do s dot loops. We're gonna s dot loops. Basically, what this is if we set this to -1, it'll be an infinite loop. We set it to 0 because this is the amount of times we want it to loop. So we're not gonna want it to loop because we're gonna create our own loop for this because of the way this one is animated. So yeah, we got this one set to 0 up here. And we'll do s.reverse. We want it to go back to its original position or original state after it completes the animation. And then we'll do s.delay. Alright, so basically what the tween info is for is when you create, I'm just going to show you an example. So in tween service, create, you're going to want the object. So I'm going to just say obj, which is not a variable, but, and then we're going to say tween info, which is where the info would go. This is all the, like if you were doing like tween size or tween position with a normal GUI, this would be the info that you would normally put in, but with a lot more options. And then you would do the goal. So that's what that's for. We're gonna set up the dot goal. So local dot goal. So there's two goals. There's one for the box itself, which changes the rotation and the size, and then there's the goal for the dots, which is the slice scale. So we're gonna set it to an array, and inside this array we're gonna do slice scale is equal to s.slice scale, and then we'll do local box goal is equal to another array, and inside this array we'll do rotation is equal to nil. This is the default value because we are gonna change it later on. Yeah, and then we'll do size is equal to s.size, since we're not gonna be changing the size anywhere else, because the rotation has two different values. We're going to be setting it to nil so we can change it later on. We're going to write a small function inside here. This is for the loop when we're looping through the dots and setting up the animations. So we're going to do local animate dots is equal to another function, and we'll do for underscore dot in next dots colon get children do, and then we'll do tween service colon create, and we'll do dot as the object, and we'll do tween info as the tween info, and we'll do dot goal, and we'll do colon play, and that's that function. Now we can get into the main loop. So we're gonna set a variable called tween, and we'll set it to nil, and then we'll write a function, or not a function, but a loop. So this is an infinite loop while true do, and inside this loop we're gonna want to set the box goal rotation to its first value. So we're going to do box goal dot rotation is equal to s dot rotation. So this is positive, so it's 90 degrees. And then we'll set tween equal to a new tween animation. So we'll do tween service colon create. Now this is for animating the box, the container with all the dots in it. This is what allows it to squish in and out, and turn left and right. We're gonna do the object as dots, and then obviously using the same tween info as everything else, and we're gonna do box goal. Now we're not going to do clone play on this one because we have it set to a variable, and the reason we have this one set to a variable and not the others is because this is going to be the one that determines what the next when the next animation starts. So we're going to do tween colon play, and then animate dots. I'm going to do these on the same line, and then we'll do tween dot completed colon wait. So basically what this line does is it waits until the box animation has completed before going on to the next animation, which we can just copy this code here and change a few things down here. And I'm going to separate these so it doesn't look all confusing. We're going to set, instead of box goal dot rotation is equal to s dot rotation, we're going to do negative s dot rotation. So this sets it to negative 90 degrees. The tween stays the same. All this stays the same, and yeah, so that is the dots. As you can see, goes back and forth. Now the loading isn't doing anything because I didn't script it in this one, so I'm going to write a quick function for you guys if you guys want to know how to do that. It's pretty simple. We're going to do loading text effect is equal to another function, and we're going to go ahead and spawn that after the other one, so loading text effect. And for this, it's pretty basic. I'm just gonna do another S array just for this. So we're gonna set the delay to 0.24, and then while true do for I is equal to 0,3 do, and we'll do label.text is equal to loading, and concatenate that with string.repeat or .rep, and we're going to do a string period and I, and we'll go ahead and wait s.delay. And that's all you need for that. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward for the text. And as you can see, we got the nice smooth loading text as well. If you guys have any questions or have any requests for any kind of tutorials or need help with something, feel free to comment down below, and I'll try and help you out. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah, peace.